He sold everything and moved to Panama. So I'm thinking, my ancestors did that back in the 1900s when they left.
Hi, if you're watching this video, it's because you are interested in moving outside the United States. And I know this is a video reaction of people that are thinking about moving to Panama, but first I'd like to do a little introduction about me, my channel, and why I make this video. First of all, my name is Rommel Hans Stroch. I'm an architect that designs and builds in the area of Boquete. And Boquete is one of the most desired destinations in the entire Panama, not just by expats, but also by locals. And the reason behind this is that this area is way above the sea level, and because of its altitude, the climate here is the best in the entire country. It's actually considered as a year-long spring. In fact, let's do an experiment and ask Siri, what's the temperature in Boquete right now? Oye Siri, ¿cuál es la temperatura en Boquete en grados Fahrenheit?
La temperatura actual es de 72 grados Fahrenheit.
72 Fahrenheit, with an average of 72 to 64 Fahrenheit. But that's not just the main reason why this place has a great location, but also is very well connected. It has great airports that connects you to the main airport in Panama within half an hour, and after that you could be anywhere in the world. I've actually traveled from here to places like Madrid, to places like New York, Miami, Brazil, and in just one day. There are other amenities too, like the fact that you are in the mountains, but in less than 2 hours you can be at the beach area enjoying a piña colada. So you might be wondering for how long this place has been so well known or so desired. And the fact is that around 2006-2003, Boquete was considered a great destination for retirees. But since that, in 2020, you have people coming from all over the world, and not just retirees. There are people that are coming with their family, there are single persons that are coming here, and there are young persons that are coming here just to live in a different place. So my goal with this channel is actually help the most amount of people to move here to Boquete. And to do that, I don't just use my services that I will talk in a minute, but I also give information about Boquete. Arquitectura Axioma is not just the name of my company, but also the name of my YouTube channel. The type of videos that I upload are about architecture and construction, but I've also started to put info about Boquete, and I've seen that there is a better results with those videos. And what type of video have I put? I've put where to move in Boquete, where you could get a haircut in Boquete, what car you should buy if you move to Panama. All the videos are going to be in the description and in the tags here for you to check them. And there are a lot of videos on the way for you to decide if Boquete is the right place for you. I encourage you to watch all of my videos. If you also want to know information, not just about Boquete, but also about Panama in general, let me know that in the comments. Maybe we can do a video, or maybe we can do a live stream event where you can ask me directly what you want to know about Panama. And when you do your proper move, I'm here to help you with the service that I provide. Of course, I do design and architecture, but I don't just do the architectural and construction part. I provide a service called site analysis. And that's a service for people that are thinking about to buy a land, but they are still not sure. That way I can give you my input, not as a real estate broker because I'm not, but as an architect, as the guy that knows how to design and build a house in the place that you're thinking. If you don't think that you're buying a lot, but you'd rather buy an existing house, I have inspections for you to make sure that the house that you're buying is in a proper condition. Also, there are other people who want to buy a house and later do remodelations to it, and that's a service that I also do. If you want to build your house yourself, I have a service for you, and that is another type of inspection that we can talk about later. Actually, I made a video about that inspection, but the point is that I'm here to help you. You have my willingness to help you at your orders. So I put here, and I'll talk in more detail about the service that I do, but now let's get some final thoughts and then we go to the video reaction. Some people are thinking for the first time in their life to become an expat. And the truth is that people in 2020 are moving more than ever. I've just talked to the owner of Panama Relocation Tours. Her name is Jackie Lange. Her info will be in the description if you want to take the tour. But she said that just in October, 123 people just moved to Panama. I'm not sure if just to Boquete, but 123 people in just 1 month is 3 persons a day. Imagine that. And it's not only you. For example, the famous Rich Dad Poor Dad author Robert Kiyosaki just said it in a recent video.
He's talking about being a nomad capitalist. It's very interesting, exciting times. I never thought about it before seriously. But the more screwy it gets here in America, the more it becomes a consideration.
And of course, people may have different reasons. For example, people that are living in a specific state and doesn't like the way the state have been handling that situation. For example, in California, there are also people that are moving because of COVID, because they don't want to be in a big city like the case of New York. And by the way, Boquete is the best place in the world to be if you are getting locked down. I mean, obviously, lockdown isn't good or make people happy, but I had a way better time than most people here in Panama just by being here in Boquete. And of course, there is the election. Elections may influence that decision too. And this video is recorded on Saturday 7th, November 2020. Let me check the time. 10:50 a.m., which means there's still no official results for the 2020 elections. And here I wanna be clear about it. People are way more relaxed about that. People are here not fighting. I don't know if in the United States people are like having fights, riots against that, but over here that's not happening. This video got viral, or if not viral, at least I got it in my cell phone. So I thought it would be important to address this video.
What happens if Donald Trump loses? Do you have a fear for the country if Donald Trump? You're nodding your head. I'll go. Okay, you can. I'll ask both of you.
We actually have plans to move to Panama because it's a city, or it's a country that allows Americans to move there and to actually own firearms there. I mean, if they trust us enough to own firearms as, people with legal right to be in their country, it seems like a place that's not planning to do something terrible to their people.
But if he wins, it means the Democratic machine has won in some of the illegal tactics that, the voter fraud. I think that if he loses, they come after all of us supporters.
I've actually considered leaving the country, moving to South America or something like that, if something like that happens. I've had neighbors that moved when Hillary was running against President Trump because he was convinced Hillary was going to win. He sold everything and moved to Panama. So I'm thinking, my ancestors did that back in the 1900s when they left.
First of all, I'm going to say that this video has no political intention or argument behind it. I'm not focusing on who's worse or who's better. That's not the point of this video. I want to address something that this person said.
We actually have plans to move to Panama because it's a city, or it's a country that allows Americans to move there and to actually own firearms there. I mean, if they trust us enough to own firearms as, people with legal right to be in their country, it seems like a place that's not planning to do something terrible to their people.
Panama has no intention to do any terrible to anybody. Doesn't matter if it's expat, doesn't matter if it's local. So I just wanted to address that because this video traveled from I don't know where and it ended up in my hands. In this video, I'm not also by any means promoting or enhancing or encouraging somebody to own a gun. I don't own a gun myself. But because he said that, I'm gonna just explain that part a little bit. In Panama, you can have a gun. Doesn't matter if it's local or expat, but you can have a gun. But it works a little bit different from the United States. First, when you're buying the gun, they give you the gun for you to try it, and they also ask you for an anti-doping test and a psychological test. When you buy the gun, you don't get the gun immediately. That gun needs to be registered first. So that gun goes to the police department, to a special division of the police department, and they do a proper paperwork and they do a ballistic test. So if in any case that gun is used, they know who is the owner of that gun. Nonetheless, that paperwork used to take about 3 months. That was around 2009, 2008. But there happened a few riots back in Colón and another province in Panama, and guns were forbidden. They were forbidden by a period of 4 years. And when that period ended, they extended that period 4 more years. So when those last 4 years ended, in total there were 8 years where you could not buy any guns or ammunition. The only persons with guns were the persons that had guns before that, or persons that bought second-handed guns. Now that measurement has been lifted and you can actually buy guns. But now the paperwork takes way much time, because during that 8 years you could buy guns but you just could not get it. And now you have that much of a paperwork in front of you. So as you see, it's not that easy to get a gun here. And for what I understand, this person likes to have guns. And this is something, I don't know if it's a big deal breaker or not for him, but if you like guns, this is something that you need to know before coming to Panama. Panama welcomes everybody, but there are a few requirements that you need to go through if you actually want to become a resident. I did an interview with a guy named Eric. He's a local attorney, a great attorney, and I'll put the link here or the tag here for you to check that video if you're really interested in moving to Panama. So that's it for today's, guys. I hope that you like that video reaction. I hope that you like all these explanations. If you wanna get more info, you know this is the channel for you. So hit that subscribe button and like this video, because there are a lot more videos for you to decide if you wanna move to Panama.